In the coaches category of the Field Hockey Canada Hall of Fame, Field Hockey Canada is proud to induct Errol Hartley, a Canadian coaching legend.
Errol was really a fantastic coach for Canada, a transformative coach. He brought Canada out of the not quite dark ages, but right into modern hockey in the 1970s.
Hartley was instrumental in Canada's field hockey resurgence in the 1970s, building a team that achieved success beyond his time.
Gives me the feeling of recognition by people that I played with, worked with, and coached, especially the kids that I coached.
Hartley grew up in India and was heavily involved in athletics in secondary school. His initial loyalty was to cricket, but during an apprenticeship in England, he had a change of heart.
I played for a team in Essex, in Chelmsford, and it was a team mainly of Anglo-Indians who had moved there, good players. And I just realized that cricket was taking so much time. It would take all Saturday, all Sunday. Whereas hockey, you just go and play, Saturday afternoon and be finished and you'd be done with it. So I'd say when I was about 18, 19, my loyalty, if you like, switched to hockey above cricket.
He continued to play in Essex and then the University of London, where he studied engineering. In his late 20s, Errol played in the Three Kings tournament, where he met a fellow English player named John Connery, who pushed Errol to move to Canada.
I said, well, come to Vancouver, because we play field hockey there. And I knew in the past that as long as you played a game, some game or the other, it was an in to meeting people, making friends and so on and getting on. And I came on that basis. I knew nobody. I had one telephone number. That was Peter's telephone number.
From there, Errol was a natural fit in the community, joining the Jokers Field Hockey Club and getting involved provincially and nationally. As the team prepared for the 1971 Pan Ams, Hartley was ineligible to play, but that opened up an unexpected opportunity.
And in those days, there was very little funding, to bring people over for training camps, nothing like that. So the team was basically from BC. I think at that stage, I don't know how it came about, but I was suddenly appointed coach, and I really can't remember how it happened. But I was appointed coach, right? And my only coaching experience really was I coached. At a junior level at school.
Hartley thrived as Canada finished with a bronze medal. In preparing for the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, he proceeded with a unique strategy.
I realized that, look, we've got a team that is basically a mixture of some young youth and a lot of people who are 28 and over. And the only way we're going to succeed is you have to start from getting younger players.
Hartley's strategy led to massive success as Canada won a silver medal at the following Pan Ams in 1975, giving valuable experience to some of Canada's greatest.
Alan and Dave were, 21, something like that. Bubbly was about 19, Bubbly Johan, I think Pepe Motsak was about 19, Reggie was about 21. You think after a defeat like that, it would be devastating, to young kids. Everybody was out there because they themselves suddenly realized what level of hockey they had to attain.
Once the Olympics concluded, this would be Hartley's final season as a national coach, but he ultimately set the foundation for Canada's first gold medal at the Pan American Games in 1983.
Errol took it a step further by showing us how we could improve and get from where we were to where he wanted us to be. It really did pay off, and we went from, I'm not sure the ranking, but by the time we were finished with the Olympics in 1976, Canada had risen in the world rankings and was a credible force, not only in Pan America, but really credible around the world.
Hartley stepped away from the game but got another chance to coach nations like Zambia and Trinidad and Tobago as the years went on. When discussing his legacy, Errol is very humble, but his impact was unforgettable. How would you like your legacy to be remembered?
Just as somebody who taught hockey, that's all. That's fine.
Well, I'd like Errol Hartley to be remembered as a coach who took Canada from really being a non-hockey power on a global stage to being a very credible power, and one who also inculcated a great sense of teamwork amongst his players. I think he was a visionary in many respects.